John Edwin Barrios is 35 years old and has been struggling with addiction since he began smoking his first cigarette at the age of 8. According to Barrios, marijuana, alcohol, cocaine, and bazuco, the smoking of cocaine paste, have filled the voids in his life.
My
older brother raised me the way he thought was right, but he abused me. In the military, it was only abuse, anger, hate, vengeance, or I was constantly on the defensive. And with the paramilitaries, worse, only death, death, and death.
After years spent stealing and trafficking arms, Barrios' addiction to drugs became unmanageable. He spent 10 years living on Bogota's streets, one of thousands commonly called disposables here. But today, Barrios has a new chance to make his life count. Under the mayor's Humane Bogota program, homeless men and women already receiving drug rehabilitation are given the chance to attend vocational courses.
The Academy's goal is to fortify what they already know and teach them what they are interested in, so that they can begin to feel like human beings again and give a service to the community.
The participants attend courses in cooking, arts and crafts, planting, construction work, engineering, and even music. The classes are free, but the students must keep a vow of sobriety. Government surveys show there are nearly 10,000 homeless living in Bogota, with 90% of them addicted to drugs. Barrios never imagined that a course on carpentry could hold the key to overcoming his demons.
More than learning a vocation, I began to understand many things that added to my process here with the psychologist, the sponsor, and teacher. I learned to polish my character, to be meticulous with myself. Not how I'd been in the past.
Students can graduate after 11 months, but even the prospect isn't enough to offset the cravings. Of the 200 students who entered the program last year, 42 dropped out, lapsing back into drug use. Joanna Socha, a teacher at the program, says those who stay inspire her to remain hopeful.
Even if we were to begin only with 150 pull through, that means there are 50 human beings that we recuperated for society. There are 50 people who are no longer homeless. It is a huge social restoration.
59-year-old participant Mario Salazar says the biggest challenge for a drug addict is remaining active.
You finish the course, you see yourself and say, I know how to bake, how to build, but where? There isn't that place where we can go.
The local government has promised to help graduates of the program find work, but it isn't easy, not because of their past, but because Colombia's unemployment rate is at more than 9%. Those who do find work do so in the informal sector, with odd jobs on the streets.
Mario Salazar has found a 6-month temp job as part of the local government's environmental cleanup crew. Workers are given a small portion of their salary, while the government requires them to save the rest.
I'm going to use that money to buy a vehicle that can help me move around and fulfill my dream to make a mobile bakery.
On March 30th, the first graduating class of 158 homeless men and women received their diplomas with a ceremony hosted by Bogota's mayor, Gustavo Petro.
It was something great for me because I'd always seen on TV how they throw their caps with their gown. It was a nice experience. It was a moment when I realized that life may have had its sadness, pain, frustrations, death, violence, but amidst all that, I was able to get here.
While the odds may be stacked against them, men like John Edwin Barrios are showing fellow citizens that no one is disposable, and with a little help and dedication, they can rebuild their lives. Michelle Begue, CCTV, Bogota.